Hello and welcome to 586 for the fall. Looking forward to working with you all. Wanted to just quickly orient you to the materials for the fall, and I really appreciate the feedback you all gave me during 582. Tried to respond to those. So first of all, in the syllabi, you'll see our meeting dates. We have 3 Adobe Connects and 2 face-to-face meetings. Going to run those 9 to 2 at the UMPI campus in Poland again. Down on the final page, you'll see both the kind of on page 4, you'll see the distribution of the grades. And then what I tried to do is respond to that desire to see it all in one place so that there's a master schedule. Our course outcomes are up here. Information about the course meetings and IRB deadlines, and then a master list of the assignments so that you can plan and kind of look ahead for the fall. So that's the syllabus, and hopefully will keep you oriented. In Blackboard, once you're here, what I've done is I put one section of Blackboard where I've just chunked it out into 2-week chunks, trying to, sometimes in a 2-week chunk like this one, it's a 2-week chunk with due dates just at the end. Sometimes it's broken apart in the different weeks. So tried to respond to both people who wanted the 1-week pacing and then also the 2-week pacing there. Also in Blackboard, you'll see that there's 2-week units. Again, tried to give you just a real clear sense of what you're working on in that week and links to anything that is relevant content. And then again, this is just a repetition of what's on that master list so that you can kind of keep track of it in smaller chunks or see it in the big picture. We are going to use Google Classroom again. For ease of my systems, I am going to ask you to join a new Google Classroom. I'll send you that invite in a minute, and you'll see that the first 5 assignments are already queued up into Google Classroom so that you can, upload those as you are working on them. Some of them there is a template for, and some of them there's not. And also just a reminder that if you're ever looking for an assignment, and you can't find it easily, if you click over here in this View All section, it will show you all the assignments that have been posted so that you can keep track of those, because sometimes I know it can get complicated in the stream. We'll use Google Classroom. I gave you the new code in the first 2-week chunk. And then in terms of this fall, I think it's helpful for you to, there we go, sorry. Helpful for you to have a sense of sort of what that big picture is. And so keep in mind that for your research project, there's 4 major sections. There's the introduction and literature review, there's the methods section, there's the results discussion, and then the references and appendices. This fall, we're really working on section 1 and 2. So we're going to take what you did in your annotated bibliography, and that's going to move into a comprehensive literature review of what do we already know about this topic. And then the next piece that we'll be doing is planning out how are you going to conduct the research? What are your specific questions? Who will you gather your data from? And, what's that timeline? And then in the spring, we'll deal with the results and the discussion. So what that looks like with regards to the schedule is that in September, really working on the literature review and revisions, starting some methods planning, and then the third major part of this fall is your IRB proposal. So we'll work on that. Same in October, and then in November and December we'll really move fully into the methods section, and some of you may even begin your research at that point. So just thought that might be helpful. I hope that those changes and a simplified system in Blackboard respond to some of the concerns folks had this summer. And again, looking forward to working with you all. Our first online Adobe meeting will be on the 13th. And remember, I give 2 choices. You can either join 3:30 to 5 or 7 to 8:30. And closer to that date, I will just send a quick RSVP so I know who's joining which sessions. And As always, you guys know how to get a hold of me if you've got questions, and good luck with the start of your school year with students, and here we go.